Hi everyone. Hi. And we're beginning the fun, more or less. So, welcome to the new Tira Tuesday. I doubt there's anyone right now, but it's really nice to have you guys. So, as always, today we are doing some New World After content. As always, thank you very much for the contribution of Icon and for the contribution of Know What to Do. Thank you so much for your contribution. So what are the news today? Yes, today we are doing the little splash outs for the Zeko episode. Yeah, I know your Thai bomb heart is aching, but I thought it was a very personal journey into understanding what it meant to not being tied to only one person by destiny, but actually choosing your partners and who you want to spend your time with and how. So, welcome. Hey, hello, who is there? Who's on board with us? Please you tell me, I'm genuinely interested. Okay. Is the stream clean? Oh yeah, it will be clean enough. Topai Nelson, hi, welcome. How are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? Glad to have you there. I'm glad you're doing fine. Okay. If you're aware of any kind of music that is royalty free that you like, do not hesitate to tell me. Oh, yeah, news for you or for anyone who is listening to the recording. Two things happened on the channel. I actually published my my recruitment tests for Plan 3. Plan 3, yeah, the YouTube channel that does nice animatics of three dudes telling about their own lives and doing sketches. I made the video public finally because we're in the middle of March and I think the process is supposed to be done by now, and I don't think I will hear about him, so it's available for everyone. And second, I published the first lecture I made on the March Hotel, and the second lecture I made is available for now on their Twitch channel, and the recording will be given to me soonish, and I will have, I think, next week to actually work on that. And to cut it out. So yeah, what music do we want? Maybe this one will be fine. Okay. Can you hear me just fine? Or do I need the music to be a bit down? Let's roll with that. Okay. Okay, light stuff. Thank you, Vex. Welcome! Thank you for always being there. It's really pleasant. Okay, let's go. What kind of thing do we want? I'm pretty sure I want something like this. The song name is Café Regrette from Asher Fulero. Café Regrette, Asher Fulero. Okay, so light and composition wise, we're at something like quick reminder, we're aiming for a scene happening in there, right there. The question is, will I be able to do a nice composition with that? Okay, how was your day, Vex? Oh, no one is there anymore. Is my connection bad? Well, if there's no one, I might be starting to go into a chat. You just woke up, you're heading to work with good so far until I become a corpo slave again. I'm so sorry for that. You're working for a big company? What's your objective? How much do you want to make, or when will you consider that you've done enough for them? You know, maybe you need a certain amount of money, maybe you need, I don't know. You need some of your education to be done with. It's about your family. They need help now. Okay, you seem like a really loyal person. Your family is lucky to have you. Is there someone who can provide for them after that, or who is waiting to be able to support themselves? Themselves. So it's about your brother, okay. Yeah, of course it will. So good luck to your brother. I hope he'll find something that will not drive him crazy when working. But yeah. It's big glad for your brother to be able to enjoy his education for now, thanks to you. So what are you doing in the meantime besides looking at me? Making silly drawings of shipping. Have you any idea what you want to do after that? Oh, I'm actually on the wrong layer, am I? Oh my god. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, you're the real one. You're the real deal. It's funny how people define dream with something that has nothing to do with what you want. And more than it more tells about what they define of what is the meaning of life, what their purpose, what should be your purpose for others and for society, and how you're supposed to be, shaped a certain way or engaging in a certain part of society to be accepted as such. And it's a bit silly, but it's the way, I think it's the way people try to make you, it always comes from a place of genuine concern for you, but it's never quite taking into account that the world could be another shape and your wants wouldn't change that much. Unless your dreams are about making a new model of society, then it would be understandable that your dreams are about that kind of stuff. So, but if what you want to spend most of your time with is an art form, is a craft, then whatever society you end up to function with, you just have to. The only reason why this is a dream and not your actual reality is because you have to make it compatible with the model of society you're living in with. Right now, what people are calling dreams, most of the time, are careers that are kind of complicated to make a good match with capitalism, but not impossible, you know? That's what people usually call a dream, in my opinion. And hi Noah, welcome. Welcome to your specially designated corner of the internet. Thank you very much again for your contribution to let me do this in whatever shape I need it to be. You're a big contributor to my own dream. Do art and let people find me. Because if I'm honest, this is my dream. I don't care about anything much but doing exactly what I feel like is good for my own brain to do, and having people meet me where I'm at. So thank you, Noah. So, how are we doing this week? How are we holding up? And Vex, if you don't want to tell us, that's fine. Your secret wishes are safe with us. Hello, Noah. Let's make a secret pact. I'll hide it in the file. You're all witness. Okay? Okay. Hidden in the file. Now we got a secret. All the four of us. Yeah, Vex, you're right. I think it's about, you know, you want to, when you want to express yourself, it probably means that you got something that you feel like society needs that isn't, you know, materially explainable. I won't tell anyone. Because math is short. But yeah, I think like contribution to, you know, personal wants and our wants as a group, our needs as a collective. You know, we always think of it as being egoistical versus, you know, being a giver. And I have trouble thinking like that. I have trouble thinking in a really binary way like this. If anything, I find it really interesting actually that most of us, when we are doing art, we are absolutely not doing it because we're self-centered or egoistical, most of us, I think. If anything, when you are an ambitious artist and you want to be an artist in some place, like if you want to design cool cars in a renowned company, if you want to make cool video games with a renowned studio, that is way more vain than telling people, oh, I don't know why, I just want to do art. I just want to do art because I feel like I need it, and most of the time I feel like this is a good thermometer of where we are as a society. People feel the need to express stuff, but it means that they actually want to, you know, share it with people. There is plenty of artistic practice that you can perfectly keep for yourself. You know, you don't have to write the fan fiction you made up in your head. You don't have to learn a craft to actually make a picture or make a sculpture. You don't have to. You can. If that was purely egoistical, we could perfectly keep it in our heads and be very content with it, you know? But most of us aren't like that. We actually want to be praised for the ideas we have, for the collective imagination we're trying to build together. Most of us are like that, you know? And it's not egoistical, it's just on a level that is a bit more complicated to explain. As much as I don't take myself seriously at all, you know, with my fanfic stuff. Right there, I'm doing something incredibly niche, you know. I think there was a time recently where I was at lunch with new friends of mine, and it was the first time they met me, and they asked, "Oh, what do you do right now?" Complicated. I'm an English teacher, but I tried to explain them what's my stuff and what did I do in the meantime. And yeah, I'm doing, and I tell them I'm doing silly stuff. I'm doing fan fiction stuff. My most known stuff is a time bomb fan fiction made animatic, you know, and God forbid they know what time bomb actually is. You know, I'm aware this is incredibly niche, but yet I really poured myself into it because I really felt like there is something important in there, something that isn't said quite enough, something that isn't felt enough. In my opinion. And I do it, and I don't do it to be paid. Actually, I do it because I genuinely think that it's needed. And I can't say I'm in my dream situation. I'm in a very privileged situation where I can afford taking time to try and explore these kind of things and try to gather, people around me that kind of get my vibe and have the same references as me. And my current dream is to be able to take the time to actually work on the next project, and the next project for me would be an original IP. It would be Ethereal Giants. For now, no one is paying to say to see Ethereal Giants, and I'm okay with that because I love Arcane, so I won't, and I love League of Legends, so I won't complain. I'm actually in a very privileged position. But what I call my dream right now is be able to work on Ethereal Giants. And maybe my successful thing won't be Ethereal Giants. Maybe it will be Smoke. Maybe it will be my philosophy, my philosopher stuff. Maybe it will be the project I call I Need to Scream. Maybe what I will actually achieve in my life will be my education program stuff. Because you can see my 3.5 long video about artistic direction on my channel right now if you want. And doing those are already the happiest I feel in my life, So maybe my dreams will actually be about education. Who knows? Who freaking knows? No, not me. But I would be very happy and privileged to be able to continue to put my stuff out there, for money or not. and for people to feel a bit more educated on what does it mean to have an actual artistic direction. What does it mean to make choices to create? Recently, TB Sky and just put out a rant against Nvidia's new announcements, and he's particular about not being upset at the technology itself, but at the way they presented it, like this spit in the face of everything creative. I'm glad it helps you, Vex. Have a very nice day. Good luck, have faith, and have strength for work. And take care of yourself. And take care of what you like to do right now, too. Maybe I should need a reference for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See, Noah? They said it looks awesome. I believe them. You paid for it. Okay, how things are going right now? Does anyone want to share about their dreams or something? Hello Nue, welcome. How are you today? You're doing good. Really glad to hear that. Actually glad to hear that. Oh, is it an original fic or is it a fanfic? No, I'm a bit hesitant to tell you about it. I'm a tiny bit hesitant, but I think when I'll be done with this project, I will pull a new thermometer and I will put out an itch.io page for Ethereal Giant, and I will try to resume my series about it. But I first really want to end the World After stuff, because I kind of owe it to you, you know. So I want to focus on that first. But probably, yeah, I will put a new thermometer at some point that will be exclusively about Ethereal Giant. What I might do, actually, to be perfectly honest, is I will put one for Ethereal Giant, I will put one for Smoke, and I will maybe put one for I Must Scream. But I'm not sure about that, really, because I Must Scream is not even an idea or a concept right now. It's just I don't know if it's even something. It's like disparate. I don't know how to say that in English. Disparate. You know, scattered thought. So this is my dead angle. Oh, thank you, Nue. Thank you very much. I love them too. I rewatch them when I'm depressed. I very much created those for myself. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, you should definitely send it to us. Please send it to us so we can read it. I want to read it. If you're actually referencing stuff from my stuff, I absolutely want to read that. But yeah, no, yeah, yes, I will probably use super thanks to. I will make a presentation videos for, I think, all of my projects. And I will certainly put a dynamic thermometer in every of them. But what you maybe I can show you what I'm talking about. So, Ethereal Giants, maybe you saw it already, is about this guy and this lady. And together where is my Ethereal Giant stuff? Yeah. So Ethereal Giant will very much about those two and this palace. And there is a trailer on my channel for that. And I actually like to show my shy little guy. Yeah, I like him. I like Samael. But Ethereal Giant, I feel like if you want to support Ethereal Giant, you can. And Noah, I'm only telling you that so you know, but you're not obligated to, push into that. But right now, you could use my trailer videos to actually support Ethereal Giants because it exists. There is 2 videos for Ethereal Giant right now that are out right now. But I have no thermometer and I have no current objectives. I should finish that first. But yeah, ultimately you can. But I very much want to make an itch.io page for it and make an actual thermometer for them. And the reality of it is probably I will make several thermometers for Ethereal Giants because first there will be, I think, a thermometer just to put out the videos of the concept and my, these 7 videos about me making the documents and the tests to, building up this pre-production to say, okay, if you ever want to make Ethereal Giant, here is my vision of it. But I think if I ever would make the game for real, it would be, a several year long thermometer. So that's that. And smoke is actually something that I always kind of wanted to do on the side, and I think I probably will do on Blue Sky at some point. So smoke. Oh yeah, I got it. No. Open. Okay, so smoke is about this little gang. So this is Jude, Pete, and Blanche. There isn't much about them right now, but Jude, Pete, and Blanche are in a post-apocalyptic world, referencing both Cowboy Bebop and Trigun. So, and there's a bit of blast into it, but yeah, the idea is that there are biomechanical creatures that are growing out of the scraps of past technologies, more or less advanced, and everyone just, for the most part, regressed to this mechanical understanding of technology, and actual software programmers, actual hackers are an oddity and a very, very much thought out skill. And Blanche is one of them. Except Blanche is actually grew up in, in a town that didn't care about Samaru, like a town that I really think about like the epitome of punk anarchists. It's a punk anarchist village, and the only person paying attention to Blanche's obsession for, you know, this faraway signal that is always kind of moving and she wants to chase after. Jude is the only one paying attention to that, and she look up at them and she kind of doesn't expect Jude to help her in any way, because she is living in a town that is very much, you know, embedded in their selfish way as a group. They are rather closed off from the world. They try to build up their own autonomy. They have respect for each other. They do support each other. They are a community, and a tight-knit community at that, but they kind of don't value the outside world, the future, the progress, anything like that. They just live off day to day, and Blanche hasn't a brain cut out to do that. So Jude look down at this little girl and they say, okay, I will bring you to the outside world and we'll chase after that signal. And they meet Pete, who is basically a cowboy, let's say it. They acquire a van together, and they live in that van, the three of them, to live day to day, chasing after scraps on, you know, biological horses and monsters, and try to tame them to sell the scraps or sell the, you know, living animals to collectioners in big towns. And they make their money like this so that they can chase after that signal Blanche is after. Anyway, speaking of Cowboy Bebop, my friend called me Radical Edward Ripoff. Radical Edward Ripoff. Being seen as a character of Cowboy Bebop is actually a compliment in my opinion. Even the goofy characters. But yeah, so that is Smoke, and I think that Smoke I will probably try to publish on Blue Sky. And I don't think I will publish it in order. You know, I might just do at first small character piece, so small sketches, and if people are actually interested for me to make it a webcomic format or something like that, maybe I will someday, but I don't know. It's actually a small long story, would I say. So right now you have no way to support that at all. But one day maybe. One day I will do that. So yeah, next project are that. But again, and education, actually. You know, actually helping people doing their own project. And showing them, you know, what kind of creativity they can summon. Because if they think about it with the right vocabulary, people have story to tell. Like a ton of stories. What I've been doing with the March Hotel was I had two lectures. I had one on the one that is published on my channel right now is the artistic direction one. Writing a cohesive plot is actually an exercise in its own right, in a way. It is very much not the same skill as using words to do pretty phrases. It is really hard to achieve. And maybe you want that. Maybe you want to partner with people who actually like to write down stuff. I don't think I'm too good at description. Sometimes I can have, you know, very poetic stuff in my fics that I'm really proud of, but I don't think I'm cut out to make a long or even short, really impactful description of my stuff. If I have to describe an environment, I would be as crappy as my environment drawing skills are. I'd rather try to draw it rather than describe it, because unless I have something about the psychology of the people describing the stuff, I would kind of have nothing, you know? Either I'm really sound on the psychology of my characters and I can have rhythm in the way they describe their environment, or I rather just write it as a script, you know, they are here and they do that, and it's very telling. When you read my fan fictions, it's actually very telling. That is like that. My last chapter of Gambling Adept, it shows how much I actually miss, you know, just making scripts. It's often he sighs, and it doesn't help that I really enjoy writing in present tense in French and in English. In English, it kind of hides the fact that I'm really bad at my tense. But in French, it's very much because I spent a lot of time writing for roleplay, and it shows. And if you want to write, for books, and you're like me, you kind of like cinematography a lot, so your main inspiration come a lot from movies and video games and stuff like that. Try to pick books that kind of have the same kind of vibe than the thing you like to watch, and try to read them and try to see how people are doing that description and try to analyze why it works. Like always, taking references, it works for images, but it also is very important for writing. I think the reason why I really like to write dialogues is because I'm very fluent in dialogues that are always, saying half of the truth. I'm actually really, really proud of my way of doing dialogues. And that's why I love animatics, because I can actually write interesting dialogues and get away with it, But yeah, if you want to write books, read books. Might sound silly, but having writing like it's a film in your head is very a telltale sign that you might be fluent in the structure of how a scene should be impactful as cinematography, but it's really a telltale sign that you're not fluent in the language of writing. Writing has its own language. It's its own rule. And it's a pain in the ass to learn. So, and if you don't have the patience to read, audiobooks are the original form of storytelling. So maybe try audiobooks. Maybe you'll like it. Find something that works for you most of all. Okay, I'm at war with the industry of forgetting male's nipple. So, I'm sorry, but this man gets nipples. Okay, we got our thirst trap. Nope. You know what? Echo is horrifying right there. My boy Echo is seriously horrifying. So I have a weird tangent right here. Maybe I want to change that, so what do I do? If I want to keep the original composition, she kind of got her nose in his armpits, and I'm sure this is very, very much agreeable, but graphically it's a bit awkward. Maybe I should play it like this. Nope, not the vibe I want. I'm afraid I will have to do with the armpits. Ah! This is kind of frustrating. Any more distance would be very much suspicious. It's already a lot of distance. Just to make the shot work. Do I change the composition? Do I put her closer? No. Whatever should I do? I have trouble deciding. As you can see, I'm not very patient with my line art. I should be. I ought to be more patient. What time is it? Okay, we are 1 hour in. Should we invite friends? To see what we are doing right now. I don't know. I don't want to go to the March Hotel on the Tuesday stuff. But it could be, yeah. Okay guys, maybe stay put for a second. Let's pause the music and ask some friends because they are here for a reason. So, hello in March Hotel. Who is there in the cigar room? No one is cigar room. Someone at the hotel bar. Okay, let's ask.
I feel tormented by that, yes. So it does fit. I mean, nothing to feel good.
Gotta get the rent, bro. Also, high roof sheet.
I've always been here. It's been a
There's a whole
Sorry.
time.
I met Roman.
Hi there, how are you all guys?
Hello, the Roman.
Um, I'm here to ask you a question. I'm in the middle of a stream and I'm trying to solve a problem. Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay, okay.
Our best.
Hello fan arts. I'm actually in the middle of a fan piece. Say thank you to Nina for paying me for this to do this, but yeah, I'm in the middle of a fan piece and I'm really glad with the overall composition. I'm really happy with that, but I have a problem with my composition. I have a nasty tangent between the armpit of my male character and the nose of my the face of my female character, actually here laying in bed, and I have a bit of a problem because I want to preserve the line sights. I want to preserve the fact that they are looking at each other, and I want to protect the fact that they are distant already. You know, they're not that close. The perspective kind of shrinks that, but if you think about it for a minute, they are not that close yet. So if I move her down yet again, she will seem more further than she is, and if I kind of move her around, I feel like I'm losing the composition, both the composition and the line of sight. So if you have any idea of how you would try to break that, I would be really happy, because I kind of thought about drawing her in a different kind of position for the face, but even if it would be relevant for her personality, I think it kind of breaks my initial idea.
Yeah.
So,
have you tried pushing? I mean, you say you don't want them to be too close, but have you pushed her up more, like into it, to like kind of break the tangent that way?
like up to the left kind of way, or?
I was just thinking.
up?
No,
Up.
maybe, I don't know. I was just thinking closer to his face, like, because we're saying the nose is in the armpit. What about the whole face in the armpit to cover the armpit?
Oh, you are actually.
You know what I'm saying?
You might be right there. But the thirst trap is gone if I do that.
Mm.
Yeah.
sacrificing the thirst trap for storytelling would be a good idea, but am I ready to sacrifice the thirst trap?
It's behind the scenes. Yeah, it does give a good silhouette to his belly button, I will say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I might say that too.
There's appeal there.
Window to the soul.
There's appeal there.
Oh yeah.
The belly button.
Damn. I mean, that's
New
kind of
window.
oddly poetic, given the fact that the belly button is where the umbilical cord is.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? Big brain
where we
thinking.
hatch. You got it.
A new window has been found on the body. So that's something.
Okay, let's have more belly buttons.
I love the drawing.
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't
very
want to say it
nice.
because I don't want to see you have to redraw. But if you wanted to keep her in the same position, I feel like you could kind of lean his arm closer to his body. They're like giving him more of a 90-degree. You know what I mean? So he's propped up more. So there's a little bit more space between him and the bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then you can make the silhouette of like his bicep and his like armpit or whatever be like a bridge right above her face if he's leaning more on his elbow, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know how natural that is, to be honest.
For that kind of
like,
stuff, natural is
reference.
like a second thing. It's quite important, but it's not as important to me as telling the story and actually be a thirst trap.
Yeah.
But what about then? Okay. Echo, get away out of here. Oh,
This
no,
is just
actually.
me as well, but what is his back arm doing? Is it just
Pushing it.
relaxing behind him?
It's actually pushing it
Interesting.
toward. It's like he's in the
Pushing
middle
it
of the
forward.
movement to kind of turning to her.
I see.
So
Cool.
it's
The
very much a
thing was-
taunting scene.
Yeah. The thing that caught my eye wasn't that initially. It was is that she's also having the same arm pose.
Yeah, they are very symmetrical.
Okay, cool. That's
and-
intentional. Awesome.
I
that's
feel like
cool.
I could try to break it to give it a different rhythm, maybe.
I think a little less turn, personally,
For her or for him?
for him.
For
Like in
him.
between that and the original is what I was imagining. Like
So,
the elbow, I mean.
yeah, so you would make him more relaxed, actually.
Yeah, it's more like pushed.
Let's. I actually like what we're doing. Let's vandalize my space for the sake of science.
We've got a playtest.
Of course, you gotta play this.
This is cool.
Thank you very much. I don't know where I'm
Great
going
Operation.
in the end.
I have no
no,
idea
no.
either. I'm just here for the ride.
But it's always interesting to try to pinpoint. Okay, what kind of storytelling can I get away with?
It's definitely a different vibe. This feels more
Yeah.
like deep thought to me.
Like a philosopher's statue or some shit.
Oh yeah,
A little.
fully. Do I want that from my boy? Oh,
It's looking down.
I'm not
somewhere.
sure I
This
want
is,
that
like,
from my.
higher up. The other one felt like he was coming down and up, like pushing towards. This one's like he's already above and coming down. At least my intention. Or
Yeah.
What's the word? Interpretation.
The fact is that
I have to know
If-
from.
if I show you my initial compositions, my choice of compositions were like I kind of voted it last week. It was between a top-down shot, this shot you're seeing right there.
There's
The third was
the
a
nose
bit more
armpit was
like
there too in the thumbnail.
yes, staring down. You know, him actually trying to put himself atop her. The fourth was like the same pose that I'm doing right now, but with a different angle. Like you are sitting at the level of their legs. The fifth is like a more relaxed one. and the sixth English pronunciation. Oh my gosh. The sixth would be the kind of pose I gave him, but with the camera on the bedhead, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And people chose this second, and I kind of agreed.
Is it going to be like a comic or just like a one illustration?
It's, how to say that? It will be a splash art for visual novel style video I'm doing. The first of its kind, actually, because this is the first time I'm actually doing the background for my visual novel video fanficky
Very
stuff.
pretty. I like the lighting.
Thank you. And I actually decided to stop there because otherwise I would sound crazy. Sometimes you just have to call something done and be done with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do that every day now. On this server especially.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Stretching, sorry.
Man.
you ought to stretch yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the first time I'm actually doing the background because I had a really fixed idea of what I wanted, contrary to all of the other stuff where I was like, whatever, this is League of Legends background, I will happily credit and steal the official backgrounds and mush some stuff around. But for this one I had like an original location in mind, so I had to draw it. And of course, in the middle of the conversation, I felt like, okay, this feels like a rewarding moment, so I actually want people to see the characters in the position I'm actually talking about. And so, reward, there is a splash art now. And this is where we ended up with. And I have no regret. So, and I have nothing against, the sneedy thinker type, but I don't feel like it fits the character I'm actually trying to portray in there. He's supposed to be playful.
Yeah, so that position he's already in is already playful, so you're right on that.
Yeah, and in fact, it was in the script. It's very much a moment trying to show him with that person and how different he is acting when he's with that person rather than other people. By contrast with the one ship I can't get away from. But yeah, trying to show how much lighter and maybe not happy but really content about his situation. So yeah, I'm trying to show off actually this could be fine, this situation could be fine, and the character I chose for that was Zeri, and I don't know if you remember how League of Legends champions were released.
Not fully.
Let's say that Echo was like a good PR character for Zone because previous to that, Zone was just villains, super villains, crassy characters, goo, dirt, smelly, how to say that, waterways. So yeah, when Echo came out, it was like a breath of fresh air in the lore, and after that they kind of noticed people trying to pair him with an actual megalomaniac, so they tried to give her obviously a good girlfriend. And they succeed. They would very much match there. They would be very cute together. My problem is that they would be very cute together. It's like there is absolutely no story there. There would be just happy chilling besties. But it would be good. It would be good, but less for story and more for like, hey. So I really need him to look playful, and I need her, to be into that,
Yeah.
So I have a problem. Like, I don't mind putting girlfriends' nose in the armpits of their boyfriends, but from a graphic point, I got a nod there. The tangent is bad. So yeah, maybe I will listen to you. Maybe I will try to push her up a bit.
Yeah, just cover it a little.
Yeah, and
like her.
We will end up in something like...
Are they gonna kiss?
You'll never know until you play the game.
You never know until you see my video.
Yeah, nah, they're just good friends.
Yeah, very good friends.
Yeah. I'm always hanging out with the homies like this, like every night.
Yeah.
I so much love how Echo is coded as so by it's actually gay. In every of his straight ships with Echo feels very much gay culture. And I love that about him.
Yeah, this is amazing character design and everything. Honestly, that show is so freaking good.
Yeah.
Flippin' dick. We were talking about that show last night, actually, I believe. That and Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, I actually have a joke for that on my YouTube channel. I have an entire joke about
for real?
how do you snobbery brainwash allegations. The joke. Okay, I don't know if you know, but the voice actor for Gwen in the Spider-Verse is actually the same actor as Vi in Arcane.
I did not know.
It's the same voice, and there was around that time, when everyone was shipping. How to say that? Shipping Time Bomb. There was this parallel conversation about black men always dating white women in media, and how kind of it's not a problem in itself, but when you repeat it enough, it's like, there is kind of nasty pattern there, and it became, like every internet Twitter conversation, a mess. But the two examples that really paralleled each other aesthetically were Jinx and Echo, and Gwen. Oh, Gwen and Miles. And I actually made an entire short that is just jokes about those facts. Okay. I made a short in my fan animatic series that was kind of looking like this spider reverse kiss, but not the kiss, without the kiss, but it was very much the spider reverse kiss position, and because the power was so funny, I couldn't help myself but try to reference the joke at the time. Like, do you think you managed to beat this bunny mind control allegation? Echo answering, okay, this is a stupid conversation, and Jinx being a troll about it, and actually giving some burns to the creative team behind the films, because Beyond the Spider-Verse is like a mess of a production. So it was actually the joke was entirely about that, and I ended up with a joke about Jinx telling off Echo and telling him, go and kiss my sister. And he was like, what?
All connected. That would actually be a crazy twist.
It's like, It's actually available, I think, on my channel.
Yeah.
Guys, where is my... Guys, in the chat.
Do you think the third one's gonna be pretty good or similar?
I think it's gonna be very good, but maybe it will show some... It might... This is very much possible that it shows some compromise that has been made because some key stuff has been, moved around. So maybe something will be... Oh no, it's not that. Wrong one. I'm sorry. Erasing that one. Not mine. Like some key stuff was moved around and they kind of clashed a lot. So it will take the time. It will need the fact that they take the time to actually do it is a good thing. But the reason why it takes so much time is because there is kind of a mess and some egos being brushed off in the back. So it's really, really difficult for me to kind of assess how they will be able to recover from the, maybe the lack of trust between the partners. And given it's a really, really important thing for this kind of production to keep the team, trusting and happy to work together. Maybe there is something that will be a bit less impressive, a bit less over the top, and I think even like that it will be, extraordinary in my opinion, because they already have what you need to make it work, and nobody is asking them to go again above and beyond, and anyone who will say otherwise will, I very much want to tell them to, go get busy, because it would be already extraordinary to have exactly the same kind of quality, or even half of the quality we had already. So whatever, I will be a very good audience for whatever they choose to tell a story.
It's already revolutionary, honestly. I'm sure it's going to be amazing too. I mean, how could it not? If anything, more music, which is always what I love, and of course the animation.
I'm not
So
against more music, you're right. I'm not against more music, but I feel like I would hate for half of the budget to be a collab budget.
Oh, is that what happened?
It's not what happened, but it can be a situation that is really common in big creative projects like that, where there is a lot of partners hopping in. I think last night I was talking a bit about Final Fantasy 15, I think, who had this marvelous commercial collaboration with Louis Vuitton, with a famous tattooist, with car concessionaires, to have a lot of really beautiful stuff and a futuristic vibe, urban vibe to their new Final Fantasy universe. But once they got that, the game was a mess because the budget was like, what the fuck? Why did you do all of that if it was for making it, a crappy game with stock assets, it was really, really vexing. Let's say that.
Yeah, it doesn't pay off.
Yeah, I feel like they secured stuff that was incredibly hard to achieve without securing, the basics.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, we have a collaboration with Louis Vuitton of companies. For God's sake, we have to make it work. But we don't have a story yet. Yeah, that's your problem now.
Imagine it's like making a boat look really cool, but you don't have oars.
Yeah, I think that's very much what happened.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a cool car with no engine.
And don't get me,
Yes.
don't get me wrong, it would be really cool too to have just, you know, a carrossery that is really pretty. It's an achievement on its own right, you know, but don't ask me to run with it. Okay.
Pardon me, it's 4 a.m. over here, so I'm quite tired.
Oh, what region are you right now? 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
It's I don't mind sharing. It's Portland.
Portland,
Oregon. Oh.
hey,
Yeah.
you're literally at the other side of the world.
Yep.
It's morning for me. It's like it's gonna be noon.
Morning for me
noon.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
Me, it's coming up to 11.
Morning is starting to at 11. New rule for every artist around the world.
Oh yeah, let's see your video.
Okay. And I'm actually happy about what I'm doing, so I won't complain too much. Okay.
I'm gonna jump off for now and vibe for a bit because I don't think
Yeah.
there's gonna be any of the drawings I'm gonna do today. I need to simmer on whether or not I'm gonna open the store.
Ooh. Yeah, let us know. We'll be in.
I'm just concerned because if I open it today, then I'll only have like 15 hours to try and make about 40 coins to avoid going bankrupt.
Yeah, you secure yourself. Secure yourself. Make it so that you
Yeah.
can survive something like 2 or 3 days before.
It's up to you, but also you don't go immediately bankrupt. You know, at first it's just what is it called?
Warning states, danger zone.
Oh wait, I guess it is bankrupt. My bad. I was thinking evicted. So
Yeah, no, first you end up bankrupt and then you get evicted if you can't pay the next day.
Yeah,
I just don't want to
that's
go
right.
into bankruptcy. I haven't been
Sure,
into
of course.
bankruptcy yet.
It does.
And I've
It does
been
put a
I've been
little
in
thing on
this
you.
since like I want to say the 4th. So like pretty early on.
Yeah. Whenever you're comfortable. And ready to go for it.
Yeah, I want to make sure
But,
that it's like that I'm honed in and ready to actually commit to it before I actually.
Yeah. Good idea.
But yeah, I shall let you know, and I hope you all have a good morning, evening, or night, respectively.
Yeah.
You too.
Have a good existence.
The egg is out. Bye bye.
See ya.
See you. Okay.
Back on.
Okay. Maybe we can call that good. I'm a bit.
Compliments aren't just blue.
Yeah, that's more like it.
getting to the point of my art where I've decided it doesn't matter what this like part of the canvas looks like. I'll crop it out anyway. I've decided I don't like that bottom part. In fact, I will crop it out once I'm done with the top part.
You're thinking like a pro. I was just looking at video game, like behind the scenes, you know, like if you break the map and just fly around, and like there's so many like textures and stuff that's like flickering, but like you never see it.
So it's been so interesting. I love how certain game developers will use the 3D models, where it's like, oh, only this section of the model needs to be animated. The rest of it could just be in the 3D pose, whip it out of the camera frame.
Yeah. First person
like,
games be like,
yeah.
Because my ass would have animated the whole thing even if you couldn't see it.
That's why I always tell people to ask themselves, okay, what is important to you right now? Most of the time when you decide to go all in, it's because you love the craft, you know. You love the craft itself and you don't ask yourself why you're doing it. But when you're on a budget, and I don't need only money, I need time, but I mean time budget too. You actually end up, you know, kind of forgetting that you're not the only one losing time on this. So maybe ask yourself why you're doing that, and asking you the right questions and formulating the right questions is actually a good way of not getting too much lost, because sometimes you like to be lost in your art, and sometimes you got a deadline.
Yep, deadlines can be a magical thing. So I learned from Incredibles 2.
Shout outs to the Incredibles 2.
No joke. I watched a whole video about it yesterday. They had a whole year cut off from them, apparently.
For production?
To help with Toy Story 4.
Yeah, that's
and it kind of explains why there's a good bit of like it's not very I want to say contingency. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it flowing from the first to the second and making sense for the characters' motivations. And also apparently their style. They did this first Incredibles film as well as the second. They figured out the villain Blast. Yeah, apparently in Syndrome, the bad guy in the first one wasn't going to be. They did a plot without him, then added him later. I'm very curious what that would have been.
I think it would have been a lot less personal.
Impactful, probably, yeah, because he's a great villain. But anyways. Yeah, they seem to have issues with, of course, time and all that. Also, the creators seem to be swayed, if that's the right word, from online discourse being negative about, you know, what they're doing. And like, he says he like tries to fight it because you have to, otherwise you want to like just curl up, which I think is pretty topical, unfortunately.
Actually, we're having an interesting discussion here. What is going on? Hello, Cole.
Oh, hello.
Talking about games.
Which one?
I don't know, actually. The start of it was actually pretty big about which game specifically.
I think I cited Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think, it was about... Yeah, because we were talking about Beyond the Spider-Verse possible release and how we would feel about it, and we talked about maybe having more music would be cool, and I was like, I don't know, it would be cool, but I would be less thrilled about new music rather than just having a good product, please, because this production is enough of a mess.
Yeah.
But
The good movie makes the music as well.
I love the quest we got for today for figure challenge. They have like 3 pictures which can be like menacing poses, and the girl just like doing the fingers there. Just so like if you want a really hard one, or if you just wanted to make her scary overall, just like not even like the pose scary, just her scary, I guess.
Yeah.
This one,
I just did that one. I wasn't too proud of it, to be honest.
I don't have too proud of my figures, honestly. Like this.
I've never really done scary gore stuff before.
Either.
It was cool though. Different. Which one did you do? Which reference?
I haven't done any of them yet. I'm about to do them. I just started.
Oh, okay. Cool. You should see what Egg
down.
did.
I saw Egg did.
Hold on, I'll share theirs. Yeah.
Hold on, okay, found it. I'm looking at their screen, but you're showing just the
it's cool.
Ace price.
It's in the side chat of the hotel bar. Egg just.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That one is really cool.
Right?
They got chips together. Yeah, that one is really cool. They did say to choose one reference, I think, but like.
Oh no! You can do one or all of them. It said.
Oh no! Actually, no. It wasn't that quest. It was the
some
mini break one. No, the mini break one. They actually do like emphasize one. Pick one.
Oh, reference. The break. Yeah, I haven't checked that one.
Yeah, the break one does that. I mixed it up.
That one sounds fun. Like just making a landscape. Sounds kind of.
I don't know. It calls over to my PTSD because after I had like a whole semester of like landscape drawing on university, I'm fucking traumatic over it. There's so many fucking landscapes.
This is beautiful.
Oh, burned out.
I love burned out. Is the question. Like I got burned out at that time. I'm not burned out from it today, but like damn, it was fucking hell. I remember like putting a lot of time to my fucking landscapes and stuff, and I'm feeling like I'm getting anywhere.
Especially hard when you know, it's a really intense month if you're really trying to do all of the challenge. I didn't do all of the challenge. I kind of took a break because I have some conferences to give actually, guys. But I didn't do all of them because I know myself. If I overwork myself over drawing, I'm really subject to burnout.
I know I'm really subject to burnout too, but I fell for it, and I'm doing every single one of them, like consciously or not, just like.
The shonen spirit is strong in you.
I know I don't need you, but I will. And no one can stop me really, so.
Yeah, no, we can't. We really can't.
Yeah, I'm starting it now. The take a break one.
Yeah, the mini break one. I don't know how much effort I want to put in my head. I want to do very little effort on that one because I don't want to spend like countless amount of time trying to apply everything I learned on class, but I know I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them Minecraft trees. I think it's gonna look nice. Keep it nice and blocky. I mean, the whole criteria of all this stuff usually is just 10-minute minimum, so that's good to keep in mind if you feel like your scope is too much.
10 minimum. Brother, I spend like over 5 hours of my day sometimes on like just doing March Hotel stuff.
Nice. Hope you had fun.
You have fun, right?
Like if I spend too much time on something, I probably was not having fun.
Okay.
I probably got hyperfixated middle of it, and I started like being ultra worried that I'm not learning anything from it, and I'm not like taking as much as I could from this event and everything, and like doing less effort, and I just
it's a very legit.
Grinding a lot.
Yeah, it's a very legit fear to have because the event is absolutely wonderful, but unless we have people actually talking about the stuff in the auditorium, there is no actual guidelines about your relationship with work and progress, and it's a really old school way, and it was my way of learning how to draw. It's like being intensely immersed in something like it's like, okay, here's a pool, learn to fly and swim by pushing you into it. And you learn a lot like that when you're at the beginning, you know. It's but when you are in a state where you kind of did that already, if you don't know what's your next step, you kind of become aimless for your progress, you know. I made my peace that I'm no longer making much progress now, and it's been like what 5 years, maybe 7 years. I didn't. Yeah, I will say in 5 years my style didn't evolve much, because I was burnt out and because I didn't knew why and where I would like to take my art to a next level. I was really you know, in my pits of, I know what I'm supposed to draw, but I don't want to do it anymore because this is no more fun for me. And
I evolved to, sorry, finish your thing first.
And it was like, I'm not right now. I'm really content. I would say that my way to draw is enough for where am I right now. What I do right now, it's okay. I'm at this point, but I don't have any more masters to give me tips to, okay, why should you focus on that? And it's my job to recognize, okay, maybe I will skip that challenge because I don't need to do that. Like, me doing an écorché doesn't make sense. But actually studying color rendering, actually studying texture, actually doing materials, that would be my next challenge if I wanted to improve on my artistic journey. But right now I don't.
That's cool.
I have no idea what to do, and I'm just doing everything here because I have like the reverse of yours. I had like, oh, I don't want to do this because it's not fun. I have gone to the phase of I need to do everything because I ain't gonna be, because like I gotta do everything. Else I ain't gonna like develop anything because I'm gonna be keeping afraid. Like every single fucking time, like something shows up and says, oh, this is a study. I say, are you challenging me? And I just like start making it.
Oh yeah, so you're
and I stress myself and I beat myself and I get like overwhelmed by it and I get burned out by it and I don't care and I keep doing it. I already had to like fucking go like I'm going to the therapist for like the last 2 years and like most of my topics are art related.
It's because you're taking it as a challenge against yourself. It's a very shonen way to see art.
Shonen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
I feel like personally, I just want to share my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I took a break. I've been away for like 3 days. I came back yesterday now, so I've missed a little bit. But I've been on here a good bit, and I honestly just love doing the minimum.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I wish.
It's kind of freeing, honestly. Because what's hard for me is not making the art personally. It's just being vulnerable enough to show it and like actually do the thing with other people. Because it's kind of easy for me personally in my journey to just be secluded and make art for myself. Doing it for a challenge, like for this stuff, the posting is what's hard for me. Making the thing, that's my happy place.
That's the unfortunately the like the opposite for me. Like the challenges, like I probably draw 10 times more on challenges than I draw like normally. And not even because it's a challenge, I just like draw more and more and more during challenges because like I feel like they give me like I feel like they're a bit of a study and I feel like I get more rewarded than when I do my drawings because I do my drawings, I look at it and wow, this is crap. And I'm doing this and like wow, this is crap. Well, at least like I'm learning. I hope.
I think you two are drawing for very different reasons, which is actually super cool. But you're really doing it for with really different drives, and it's actually kind of funny. Because I think one of you is doing it out of a sense of pride, and the other one is doing it out of a sense of comfort.
I don't think it's pride, it's more validation.
Validation is pride.
Whoa. Who's saying yours is the pride one, buddy?
I know I'm the pride one because she said comfort, and I definitely didn't say I had comfort on this.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, there might be something there. Is it comfortable to say your art is crap?
Not really. I've been trying to change that, but like.
Because I personally, I hear that and I'm like, oh god, that hurts my soul a little. Because like all art is beautiful, even crappy art, especially crappy art. If we didn't have crappy art, how would we know what's pretty?
Yeah, well, like you can say that, but like if all you drew was like something you don't really enjoy, it was like would be that something wanna work on. Like I know I already heard 1,000 times of you're gonna draw 1,000 drawings, ugly drawings to get a pretty one. But if I draw 2,000 ugly drawings. How do I justify it? When do I know
you don't have to.
Right?
You don't have to justify the fact you are doing something.
I know I have to. Don't you see what I'm fucking doing? Like I'm still here. I'm still on this challenge. I have taken like this. I take multiple of these challenges every single year because I just feel like I need to.
But
I need to be challenged. I need to like go through these. I need to learn something. I need to be like made to.
I think. You
go ahead, sorry.
No, it's my fault. I'm sorry. Maybe go ahead.
No, it's okay. Online conversations are harder because I can't get the social cues. Go for it.
Okay, I'm the same actually. I don't know. If you don't have to deserve to draw to actually do it, you don't have to deserve anything to create something. It's the one thing that differs it from productivity and meritocracy and stuff like that. Your art is like the antithesis of that. You don't have to deserve anything to do it or to make it. You just have to want it, and if you want it out of a sense of I should be deserving something to be allowed to do it. Of course, you're gonna talk about your art a lot with your therapist.
I don't talk about deserving at all.
But I think you kind of hold it in your bones.
The validation, I mean, is not personal. I mean validation for my art. I want to feel like I'm doing the right path because every single day drawing, like, my whole life I was very straightforward. First, like, my whole life I negated that. When I was a really fucking kid, I just told myself, like, I like to draw, and I just told myself, damn, I draw like shit. I shouldn't draw at all. Even though I wanted to grow up and work as animation, I just told myself I couldn't do it. And I was like 12. I didn't draw until I was a teenager, and like my entire life there growing up, I was just like, I had a lot of problems, and most of my problems went away by just doing the bare fucking minimum there. And there I just like, I went for school, I just like did the exercises, I didn't talk to anyone, I had problems with people, I didn't like people. I just like, and like school is extremely straightforward. You look at the class, you say the thing in the class, you put it on the test over and over and over and over and over. And I got into the end of like university, and now I'm actually taking university in art, and now I need to care for myself, and I need to like make my own choices, and I don't trust me. I don't trust me at all to make the right choices. I don't feel like doing like anything at all.
If it makes you feel better, I totally relate to that. Like, I've been out of college for 5 years now, and I still feel that way all the time. It sucks. But I know it's also kind of just life, personally. I'm still figuring that out, though. I'm too young to know.
Yeah, no, it's not even about college. It's just like art is something very like, what's the name? It's personal, and I don't have a good relation with me.
Yeah, it is.
And I cannot rely on myself to like look at my things and feel proud or like feel like, oh, you know, I'm doing the right thing, because like in the past I was wrong. I told myself I could never draw. I told myself I would be absolute trash at it. I shouldn't. If I kept like trusting myself, I would keep doing that. So I can't rely on myself anymore. So like, what the fuck I rely on?
I think you can rely on other people to tell you what they like about your art or what they find appealing about your art, but art is like the ultimate, you know, Rorschach test. You, how to say that? You can't. Okay. Try to follow me on here. I know I will go on a crazy tangent there, but you have to find the self-satisfaction that it's only good to your own criteria. If your criteria are, am I able to do things like a certain artist or like a certain movement, or able to imitate a certain phenomenon in nature, if you're striving for that kind of stuff, yeah, it's good to have an objective and be able to ask other people, does it look like you? Does it look like it to you? Do you think it's close? You can ask yourself, and you can ask other people if you are striving for a certain thing in particular. And then criticism is good. But if you are just trying to do art because you actually like to do art, you're the one choosing your criteria, and the fact that you're doing it just, you know, is proof that you're doing enough because you're actually doing it.
Yep, that's how I feel personally. It's just I see it as things don't exist until you make them, and if I die or when I die, a lot of things that I could have made existing is in my hands. Like, it's my responsibility.
Hold on.
Yeah, all I'm trying to say is everything has meaning personally, because everything kind of helps everything become what it is. I know that sounds cliche as fuck, but like I think it's true. It's all of our art is just a reflection of who we are in this very moment, and what you self-reflect is kind of like, you know, your mirror to yourself or to the world around you, which is why we do art, in my opinion, is to try to filter that out of ourselves. Because I think humans make art just like birds do songs, you know? Like, it's just what we do naturally, because it's how we express ourselves in a way language never really could.
I'm sorry, like, I don't know where we're going.
I think finding out, like, why art is important to you personally is the main source to
I kind of already
understanding
know.
What... Oh, yes. Awesome. I love it. It's so freaking good.
I know why art is important to me. Actually, the problem is that art is important to me. I just never learned to deal with something which is important to me. I never cared. And I avoided caring, and I avoided art because I cared.
Hello.
And now I have to fucking deal with it.
Hello.
Hi, Myth.
Hello.
Yeah,
Joey.
you.
Hello.
That's your journey to take.
Yeah, no, there's nothing with you guys. Sorry.
No, it's
No,
it's
don't be
good.
sorry.
It's
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. I forgot to share you about like the drinks that like my folks made out of your characters. Wait.
Hey, Miss. Hey, I opened
Oh,
up my
Miss is here.
store.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
Miss
Wait,
is
you
here.
opened up your store?
Yes, I have a lot of. I'm working on it now, actually.
Wait. Send the link. Wait, I'm
Guys,
also going
I'm
to have to
actually
find
going
Deluxe
to
drinks.
end the live right now. So yeah, we've passed the 2 hours mark, so I will leave you to it. Thank you very much for the ride. Thank you very much for listening to people talking about art with me. And yeah, I hope you appreciated the insights in the art of the artists. Soon I won't be there anymore. The March Hotel won't be there anymore, so I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can. But yeah, I will thank the people that did that for us, and I will leave you. Thank you very much for staying there. Have a very nice day, and take care of yourself. Toodaloo!